Hello, audience. Hello. Hello, audience, and hello to the viewers at home. Nice to see you. My name is Brett. I will be entertaining you for a little bit. Let's do this. I was reading in the newspaper. I'm lying. I was reading this on newspaper.com. I was reading that apparently there's something called inflation going on, where everything's expensive right now, and thumbs down from me. I don't like that. I would prefer it if everything was cheap, but that's just me. I don't know. But I was also reading on newspaper.com that we are going through a global helium shortage. And I don't know how that could even happen. Where is the helium? Where is that going? I gotta think that it's connected to the inflation. Yeah. I feel like inflation is why we don't have much helium left. It's all the helium is going into the balloons, but I don't know. I don't get how you can run out of an element. It's on the periodic table of elements, you know? How do you mess that one up? I got to think that there's like a main science headquarters somewhere. Probably like a scientist, like a lab. I think they're called labs. Probably. Yeah, and like the main doctor is just like looking through some charts going like, "Oh, this isn't good." I got to go talk to the helium department to see what's going on down there. So like head scientist goes down there and he's like, "Helium! Where's all the helium? Where'd all the helium go?" And they're like, "I don't know." You know, just inhaling it all, I guess. Another thing I've been reading on newspaper.com is apparently the United States is like about to run out of money always. And again, I can't figure out how that's even possible or what that would even look like. Like if we just do go flat broke, what do we have to like move back in with England? What do we got to like tail between our legs, go up to Buckingham Palace and just be like, "Can we crash for a little bit?" We ate too much avocado toast and couldn't pay our bills, so. Yeah. What else is happening in the world? Oh man. What else is going on out there? I keep on hearing this sentence on newspaper.com, the sentence that nobody wants to work anymore, and I'm one of those guys. I don't want to work. I want to hang out at home and chill. That's what I want to do, because work can be hard, you know. But you know who really doesn't want to work these days? Milkmen. When was the last time you saw a milkman out there? I haven't seen one my entire life. I think there hasn't been one for like 175 years. I think we've figured out a better way to distribute liquid around the United States in that time, I guess. What I have seen, though, in my life is a phenomenon called Red Bull girls. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Red Bull girls, but for a 3-year period between like 2014 and 23 years after that, nobody had to buy a Red Bull. You just had to find a place outside that was like kind of hip, kind of cool, maybe some string lights going between buildings, and you just had to stand there and wait for a little bit, because in like 2 minutes, a Volkswagen Beetle would screech in front of you, and 2 girls would get out, and they would flirt with you until you are addicted to sugar. And the craziest part about that is that it worked. It worked perfectly. Now everybody I know is addicted to an energy drink of some kind. Everybody. And I don't, like 100% of my friends, I swear. And it's crazy. I don't see why we couldn't have rolled the vaccine out like this, you know? I feel like we'd be done with the pandemic a little bit sooner, you know? If we had like, you know, the Pfizer ladies, you know, they'd hop out of their truck and they'd be like, "Hey, you'd look good protected," you know? It would have been perfect, you know? But I guess I just got to keep on coming up with all the good ideas. That's what I do. I don't work. I sit at home and I come up with good ideas that people should use. Like, for example, how about this one? The Toronto Raptors. You could have gone with the Tyrannosaurus Rexes. It was right there. But I'll leave you with that. My name is Brett. You guys have been awesome.
I'm so excited to be sitting here with Brett Mercer, Planet Ant Theater, right?
Yeah.
How would you describe your comedy?
Oh, it's tough. I just talk about what's going on in the world and try to not make it as heavy as, just try to bring some lightness to it. Just talk about my experience and just try to put together stuff I think is funny.
And how long have you been doing stand-up?
About 9 years, 8 or 9 years.
And you started right here in Detroit area?
Yep, right here in Detroit.
Okay. And do you love making people laugh, or you just like to be in the energy of laughter and cause it?
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved stand-up comedy. I've loved comedy of all kinds, but stand-up really spoke to me. And getting into it, I thought, I'm not gonna do it. I don't have anything to contribute. But then the more I found myself having opinions about what is good comedy, gave it a try and it worked, so.
You got bit.
Yeah.
Who are some of your influences?
George Carlin is my favorite of all time. I like Todd Glass. I like Eddie Pepitone. Andy Kindler. Those are just some of my favorites.
So what is the comedy scene like here in Detroit? I hear there's some expansion happening.
Yeah, there's an incredible community that popped up. It's very supportive. I think we're really funny. I think when we go out on the road to other places, we can hold our own. There's all kinds of different places to perform. It's gotten a lot more diverse in the past 10 years, and I think it's great.
Thank you so much, Brett Mercer.